Hello everybody! In this video I will help you with your prelim preparation and I will discuss question 6 of the Gauteng 2024 prelim, paper 1. This is the question. My suggestion is why don't you pause the video, quickly attempt the question yourself and then come back to the answer. Sketched below are the graphs of f of x is equal to minus x plus 4, that one is the straight line, and g of x is equal to 2 over x plus 1 plus 2, that one is the hyperbola. Number 1, write down the domain of g. So they want the domain of the hyperbola. When we go to the hyperbola's equation, under the line, we find x plus 1. So we can say x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to negative 1. And that is in fact your equation of your vertical asymptote. The line x is equal to negative 1. So now when you go to your graph, domain is the x values. So we can see that our graph starts here at negative infinity and then it continues up to infinity. So in fact in maths we say x element real, but something is happening there at negative 1. That is where you find your vertical asymptote. So you have to exclude that one. Therefore, the domain will be x element real and x cannot be equal to negative 1. Question 2. Write down the equations of the asymptotes of g. Now, I've answered the question halfway already. First of all, let's zoom in on the vertical asymptote. Now, the vertical asymptote, as I said, we find there under the line. So what we will do is, and there it flew in. So I said x plus 1 is equal to 0, therefore x is equal to minus 1. This line over there, that's your vertical asymptote. X is equal to negative 1. Our horizontal asymptote, we find that one as q's value in the original equation. This number you find there, that one is going to be your horizontal asymptote. And there it flew in, and that is the line y is equal to 2. And then where's your 2 marks? It's very clear. This one equation, that equation. 6.3 wants us to calculate the coordinates of D, a point of intersection of G and F. So if you go to the graph, you will see that indeed there's two points of intersection there at A, and then we want D's coordinate. So now this is why we teach you how to do simultaneous equations in grade 11 so that we can answer this question. What we will do is we will say equate f and g. That's how we're going to do the simultaneous equation. Therefore, minus x plus 4 is equal to 2 over x plus 1 plus 2. And then we will just solve this equation. The plus 2 will walk across. It becomes negative 2 plus 4 minus 2 is 2. And then let's get rid of x plus 1 under the line. We will multiply both sides by x plus 1. On the right hand side they will cancel, and on the left hand side you will use FOIL. Just be careful, also put those two inside its own bracket, and then you will FOIL that one out, and you end with negative x squared plus x plus 2 is equal to 2. In the next step we will let this 2 walk across. It becomes negative 2, and we say plus 2 minus 2 is nothing, and we end with negative x squared plus x is equal to 0. Then I want to factorize, but now I will first divide right through by a negative, and I end with positive x squared minus x is 0. Now you factorize. You take out x as a common factor, and you're left with x bracket x minus 1 is 0, x is 0, or x minus 1 is 0, therefore x is equal to 1. Now, let's see. I was very happy that one of my x's was 0, since It's A's coordinate. There on the y-axis, the x is 0. And then D's value, x is equal to 1. I like that since it's on the positive side of the x values. Then we also need the corresponding y value. So now we can substitute x is 1 into either or equation. I will choose F, the straight line. It just looks easier. Into x's place, I substitute 1. Therefore, the corresponding y coordinate is 3. And then, since they asked for the coordinates of D, I will just give it as a coordinate. For 5 marks, where's the marks? Where you equated your two graphs, where you got this one into standard form. It could be there or there, doesn't matter. Your factorization, your 2x values, your y value. If you click on the video in the left-hand corner, it will take you to question 7 of the Gauteng 2024 prelim paper. And you will see that I've also added the grade 11 playlist on hyperbolas.